Alright, so we are at a chop shop.
With the smell of corpses and bleach.
Although the smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty, fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic.
Hey! It's minty. Mint is always good.
It's Dresden!
I bet he's stable. Yeah, that's the face of a stable man.
Yep. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf. Excuse me.
Whistling a tune.
That one.
His broad grin says, I love my job a little more than you'd want to expect from somebody in a chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools.
That face. I trust that face.
Completely.
Here, you get this voice while I die.
Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And, whoa, they've got language. I see what you did there, Senstaku.
Sorry, didn't expect any visitors this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise's area coroner too. And you are? Senstaku, I'm here about Sam Watts. Senstaku, I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. No one you ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts. Let me go with the second one. He frowns. Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client, but what makes you think he's here? Sam has a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here.
AKA, I'm not an idiot.
I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about that murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens.
Would the press care?
They might. I mean, news is news. Sensationalist news.
Yeah.
So who told you he was dead?
I did.
Sam did. When his heart stopped. 100,000 new yen was wired to a secure account in my name. I find the killer, I get paid. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion off his face. A dead man switch, eh? Fascinating! I was working on him earlier. He's over there!
Oh, well. Let's find the there he's over.
He's the corpse that we can see.
Ooh, the one not under a blankie.
He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Delicious. A trophy hunter. What was it?
It was his left spleen.
Watts' liver was cleanly cut out.
Close enough.
How about the other looking contestants?
Wait a second. His liver's gotta be sucky.
First victim's heart was missing, and the third had his spleen removed.
Oh, there's the spleen.
Dresden, get out here!
Oh, look, it's an orc.
That's a troll.
Oh.
While they're having a conversation up there, I'm gonna poke around.
Poke, poke, poke. Ooh, we got a med kit. That seems very good to have.
A med kit from the morgue. Well, I guess it's never been used. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face an ashen white. For the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Business card. Moving things around, you can make out that the card is from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible.
Darn.
Cred stick. Standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Okay, cred stick. You slot the cred stick into your PDA. 300 new yen is added to your account. Hey, we have 300 new yen!
We stole his money.
Sweet. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood is thoroughly soaked in. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long. To say I'm... See you there. Love, Jessica. Down the evidence bed.
Okay. So we need to find Jessica at the Seamstresses Union.
Towering over the dominion of corridor is a homicide detective right out of the central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and the NFL brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from about a mile away.
He's not a high-class cop.
So this was the new Ripper Vic, Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. But you insisted at the time. He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. He's a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy as well. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. Note his superhuman powers of observation.
Yay.
Who the hell are you? I'm nobody who didn't hear nothing. I'm new in town. You're the welcoming committee? Are you the detective on this case? I was hired by Sam Watts, who said you would find his killer.
I feel like he's the welcoming committee.
I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee? You're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. You get in my way, you'll end up back here on the slab.
You're not even a lieutenant.
He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week. Claiming my promotion.
Well, he's clearly somebody who cares about the just application of the law.
Standard cop. In Shadowrun. Dresden looks amused. You always make friends that easily. I'm great at dinner parties.
Yes, absolutely.
He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man?
Yeah, same was there when I needed him.
I'm gonna bring his killer to justice. The street justice. Sam was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor.
Seems...
Or a job's a job, and this one pays better than most.
Yeah, he was a friend.
He was a friend. Fascinating again! Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another $10 million a week in his paycheck, plus he's on the take. Just pauses considering. You have honor after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paid to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career. And wallet.
Who still uses scalpels?
Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners. But not the profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago.
I don't believe.
Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't a suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of million, but individual organs, not worth much anymore. With all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ Grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though. They usually don't care where the bodies come from, either. Have you ever heard of the Seamsters Union? It's a nearby club in Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Just looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around these body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay, I'll go do that. Also, we gained 2 karma.
Yay! And contrary to popular belief, no, karma has nothing to do about how good of a person you are.
Nope.
Nothing at all.
The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. I don't know how hot that is.
21 degrees Celsius? That's like room temp.
Room temp. Open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal a fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Oh, easy there! In one quick move, he jumps from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in the morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking below his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? Doesn't feel like 6 yet. So Jake Armitage is the main character from the first Shadowrun game on the SNES.
Yes, and he woke up in a morgue.
He woke up in the morgue in the
I
first
remember
Shadowrun game
that.
as well, yes.
I know that game.
Yep. Which is why he wakes up in a morgue here as well. Apparently, after doing it once, he just couldn't get enough.
You know.
Sorry, didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Justin thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person who's pulled this one on. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? The latest Ripper Vict. I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble or something or another. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? President. Yeah, he's on the level, working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. They're pretty cool shades. Alright, the name's Jake, and you are? Call me Senstaku. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right, I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy, he was hanging out at the Caesar's Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I've been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, I got into some soy cough after that. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Al, what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Love that. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyways, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on me. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Dick smiles. You get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. References.
Yay!
You've done this before? It's a long story. I end up at the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. With a few more visits and you get a free night stay. Big laughs. I'll hold you to that. Anyways, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leader's got the whole gang searching the bearing for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. They guide you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice every now and then.
You know?
Alright, Jake. Count me in.
That's what Shadowrun's about.
Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made this Morgan one piece without packing the meat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon? No guns for me. Melee's my game. Alright, here's a baseball bat. But you look like you can handle yourself. So, ready for an evening out in town? I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. Halloween's aren't after you.
No, they will be. All right, let's put a baseball bat in our hand, because that's a really advanced weapon.
It's not that advanced.
Yes, it is. It's the most advanced weapon, did you know?
No, it's really not.
But
Stop lying to these people.
but
Stop it.
Look, if it's good enough for Ness.
What if it's not good enough? Think about that? Huh? Did ya?
No, I didn't actually. My entire life is a lie.
Eggs. Baseball bat. Damage 2, reach 1.
Is there an advantage to using melee weapons over guns?
They hit harder.
Good.
And they're more accurate.
Okay.
And they do armor piercing and action point reduction.
Okay.
Like melee weapons, in this game.
Yeah, because obviously.
In this game, melee weapons use strength, and strength determines your chance to hit and everything. They're more accurate. That's the big thing, is that they're more accurate. And on average, guns do a very average amount of damage. Melee weapons do smaller base damage, but they scale better with your stat.
Okay.
I should have read that.
Yeah, but
Organ grinders.
it's funny because it's puns.
Yep. And for a date, elves are my favorite. You look like I'd catch something from you.
Yeah.
I mean,
by talking to you.
It would be curable, but still. Open the safe with Jake's mag card.
Yay.
Here.
Oh look.
Hey, at 2 episodes we get. Oh no, we got a combat last time.
We get an actual fight this time though.
Yep. A fight with our speciality.
All right, let's.
Oh look, he walked right up to us. Also, melee weapons have a higher crit percentage.
Nice. Let's introduce
Blam.
Introduce him to our friend.
Blam.
Our shaped piece of wood. A very high-tech shaped piece of wood. Ow. He's a really bad shot.
Also, you can charge with the melee weapon.
Ooh, nice.
Like normally, if this was a gun, I'd have one move and then one shoot. But because it's a melee weapon, I can move and hit.
Let's introduce him to our gun.
Bam.
I mean, our bat.
So yeah, so you saw how the base damage of the bat is 2, but that damage I just did was 6 because of my strength.
Nice.
The damage here is 10, but because it suffers from cover, weak. That's another thing. Cover doesn't mean anything to melee weapons.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. The dead drops are so hard to keep.
You know?
Well, at least they were too dumb to break my maglock. Now that you got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. And we'll deal with those Halloweeners next time on Let's Play Shadowrun with Senstaku Units. Say goodbye, units. Goodbye.